Hello, my dear friends. This is Dr. Charles from PHI Preventive Health Institute, where we share practical lessons drawn from real cases we see every day. Behind many cases of persistent headaches, unusual fatigue, dizziness, fluctuating blood pressure readings, and delayed recovery during malaria, there is sometimes a deeper biological process quietly unfolding within the body, a process that affects the blood vessels, the kidneys, the immune system, the body's fluid balance, and ultimately the way blood pressure is regulated. And today, I want us to explore a situation that is surprisingly common in malaria endemic regions, yet often misunderstood. What happens when malaria and high blood pressure occur together? Many people think these are completely separate conditions. One is an infection, the other is a chronic disease. But the body does not work in separate compartments. The body systems are connected. And when malaria develops in someone living with hypertension, those connections often become very important because sometimes the issue is not just the malaria, and sometimes it is not just the blood pressure. It is the interaction between the two. And that is where the real story begins. In clinical practice, many people with well controlled hypertension are surprised when their blood pressure suddenly becomes more difficult to manage during an episode of malaria. Or at first, the symptoms may seem familiar: a fever, a headache, body aches, weakness, loss of appetite, chills, sweating. Most people naturally assume these symptoms are simply part of the malaria infection, and often they are. So they begin treatment, they rest, they take their medications, but sometimes the pattern begins to change. The headaches become more persistent, the dizziness becomes more noticeable, blood pressure readings begin climbing. Meanwhile, underneath the surface, the infection may already be influencing several systems that help regulate blood pressure. At that stage, the body is no longer dealing with malaria alone. To understand this connection, we must first understand that malaria is more than a fever. When malaria parasites enter the bloodstream, the immune system responds aggressively. Malaria infection develops. The immune system becomes activated. Inflammation increases. Blood vessels may become affected. Fluid balance may change. The kidneys may come under stress. Blood pressure regulation becomes less stable. And in some individuals, blood pressure becomes more difficult to control. Not suddenly, but biologically. From the medical perspective, one of the most important observations is that infections can sometimes unmask underlying cardiovascular problems. Reading between the lines is key. Now, bring in the nursing perspective. One of the most valuable tools during illness is observation, monitoring symptoms, hydration, and blood pressure. Small changes provide clues. Now, bring in the pharmacist's perspective. Some people stop taking their BP meds to focus on malaria. This creates problems. Usually, BP meds should continue alongside malaria treatment. Now, bring in the dietitian's perspective. Recovery requires support through balanced meals and hydration. This supports the systems responsible for cardiovascular balance. One of the most important links lies within the kidneys. They regulate blood pressure, fluid, and salt balance. Protect the kidneys, and you help protect blood pressure. Now step back and connect the full picture. Malaria is not just a fever, especially for those with hypertension. The circulatory, kidney, and immune systems all feel the effects. The encouraging reality is this: most people recover from malaria successfully. Most episodes do not cause permanent blood pressure problems. Balance can be restored. Observe the pattern. Protect your health early. Treat malaria promptly. PHI Preventive Health Institute is here to help because understanding patterns early is powerful prevention.